Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to review one of the newest SD line, which is the Gundam Epyon or Gundam Nobunaga Epyon from the SD series Gundam SD World Heroes. So before we start guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe here on my channel. It's Ian ang PV. So relax, sit back, and enjoy. Have a nice watching. Okay, so we have here the Gundam Nobunaga Epyon. And guess what? What's the base Gundam on this one? It's the Gundam Epyon. As you can see here guys, we have a nice retouch of the Gundam Epyon. But for most of the SD kits that we have in the market, this SD line has a nice details, just like here at the front from his shoulder, and then we have a nice detail on his V-fin, and at the back we have that nice detail. And I really love this SD kits because of the details that they have here. I know some of them are not anime accurate, but if you have this good skills in painting of Gundam, you can use that to repaint this specific SD line. So checking in front of us, we have a nice detailed Gundam Epyon. From the side, we have this shoulder armor with a samurai vibe on his shoulders, and we have his sword at the back. We have a nice and cool cape here from Gundam Epyon, and we have the small wings. This is the wings of the real Epyon, so they make it tiny as this one. And as we can see here guys, we have nice cool details from this one. From the other side, we have a nice shoulder armor with the touches of his capes, and back at the front, so for its articulations, we have here a movement on his head. He has a ball joint. He can move up and down. Unfortunately, we can't move it freely because of this part of his headpiece or his neck. And then we can turn it up to this extent, and from the left side we can move it up to that extent as well. But looking forward on this kit, I know we can move it because this thing blocks his movement. So let's check if we can do a 360 degrees without this part. So unfortunately, yeah, so it's a great thing that he can move his head like that without this part. Actually, this line of SD kits of SD World Heroes, I totally appreciate its articulations and its details because they put some too much, or they put some efforts on engineering or molding on this kit. So we have here from the shoulder armor, we have a movement here. We have a 360 degree movement here as well, but unfortunately some of its armor blocks his movement. So this one clashes to this part of his thigh armors. And then we have a movement here on his this sign. I don't know what does it called on this part, but let me know if you know what do we call on this one. Just shoot it on the comments below. So we have here a ball joint on this part. so we can move it forward and backward, and the rotation of 360 degrees. We have a elbow joint here. Actually, this is a 3mm peg with a 3mm hole, and then we have a movement on his manipulators. This is a ball joint manipulator. Same goes with this one. We have same movement on this right side to the left side of the kit. But unfortunately, on this part of the kit of Epyon, we don't have any movement on this specific part, unlike on this one. From his waist, we have a movement. Actually, if we don't have this armor, we have this nice movement of Epyon. So we can move it like to that extent, and same, oh my goodness. So we have a movement on this side and on this side as well. From his thigh armors, we have this. From the side skirt, we have a movement using a ball joint, same on the left side. From his front skirt, we have a movement like that, a swivel from this side to side, same on the waist. And on this part, we have a movement as well, so that we can make a move of like a cloth on this part. So we have this side to side on this part and on this part as well, and forward, backward. And we have a ball joint in front of this guy. Okay, so getting back to the articulation, I'll just remove this one so that you can see the articulation from his legs. So we have a ball joint on this part of his legs, from the thigh and from this part. And then we have usually we have a one part of thigh and legs of a SD kit, but good thing that they make a two separate parts from this one. So we have a separate part from his thigh and from his leg. So we have a joint here. So this is a 3mm peg going to a 3mm hole. Then we have a joint on this part. We have a ball joint movement here, and same on the foot of the Gundam. So getting back to his main body, so from the back we have a movement from his cape. So we have this movement up to that extent, from that black cape up to that extent, and then from the white cape up to this extent as well. So there's a limit on this one because it will block on this part of the backpack. So there's a limit on this one. Same goes on the black one. So we have here his accessories. So we have here this beam effect or effect parts from the Gundam Epyon. So we have here the shield whip from Gundam Epyon itself. So they make it a beam effect from this line of SD from for Gundam Nobunaga Epyon. Same on this one. And we have here the sword and the holder for the sword. So how do we use this one? So we have a bag here and a hole from both sides. From the left we have a hole here, and same goes on this one. So we have to put it here like that, and we have a weapon store on his side armor. And getting back to his effects, we have here the Gundam Epyon's shield whip. So from this peg, from the right side, we have here this one, and we have a hole from this part of the shield, so we have to put this one right here so that we can do a effect of shield like strike from Gundam Nobunaga Epyon. So we're having a hard time putting this one because the effect parts are clashing with the armor of Nobunaga Epyon. So as much as possible, we should avoid clashing those parts. So we have here this effect parts from it, and we have another use for this one. But before I go with that part, for this beam effect, or this so from this effect parts, we have to put this on his V-fin, so we have to remove this part, and then there's a peg right here. You can see there's a peg here, and from this part you should put it in like that, and we have a one whole great V-fin for Gundam Epyon, and put it back like that, and voila, we have a nice. This is the only thing that I don't like with the SD kits. Parts are keep on disassembling or falling apart. So we have here a nice Gundam Nobunaga Epyon with his effect parts. So like what I say before, there's another use for this beam effect for Gundam Nobunaga Epyon. So we have here this one. Since we have a sword, they can use it as a beam effect parts for Gundam Nobunaga. So from these two pegs here, we should put it like this on his sword carefully, and voila, we have a nice beam effect sword from Gundam Nobunaga Epyon. So aside from the shield, you can use it as a weapon. And that's it for our review for today. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy my video for Gundam Nobunaga Epyon. And for more videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe here on my channel. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you on my next video. Goodbye!